Welcome to the University of Northeastern Philippines. I am Attorney Pichi Alfilor Moreleda, the President of UNEP, the home of global achievers. The University of Northeastern Philippines started in 1948. My grandfather, Attorney Felix Ordas Alfilor Sr., who later on became a former governor of this province, and his wife, teacher, Dr. Remedios Rigoroso Alfilor, decided to open a school after the war. The couple went to Naga in one of their trips. They saw a long line of students from Rinconada and Iriga City lining up in Camarines National High School. They decided that it would be a great service to the community if they could put up a school so that education could be more accessible to the Irigeños and the youth of Rinconada. When they went back to Iriga, there is a school there called Apolinario Mabini Institute. They saw the owner of the school putting down the signages of the school. And so they inquired. The owner of the school of Apolinario Mabini Institute answered that he's already old and he would want to go back to Daet. My grandfather offered to buy the school and renamed the Apolinario Mabini Institute into Mabini Memorial School. It started with only a high school and a grade school. Later on became Mabini Memorial College. There are stories that it used to be in what is now the Lourdes Hospital. It used to be in what is now the Lucky Grocery. There was also a time where it used to be where the BDO now stands near Ibalon Hotel. Sometime in the 1950s, they bought a lot, which is now the site of the University of Northeastern Philippines. That site used to be the garbage dump. They've acquired that property and then they have decided to of course, reclaim that property by dumping land on it. They first put the elementary department in that site, and then later on the high school department, and then seeing the need for a college education, as some of the graduates does not have the means to go to Manila or to Naga City to get a college education, they decided to first open the liberal arts program. Later on, they opened the teacher's education. Around the end of the 1960s, they opened the nursing program, engineering department, the law school, and all other programs that were allied with those major programs. That move of opening those programs led to the application of the Mabini Memorial College into the University of Northeastern Philippines, which was granted in 1973. We did not have campuses around the province, but what our grandparents did was to open up schools in other areas to provide high school education, secondary education. These places are remote areas. There were no other option for post-elementary education. Those who want to go to high school, you have to go to Naga. So we were all over the place in Camarines Sur practically. We call them our sister schools. But strictly speaking, they are not branches of UNEP. The relationship would be more of a feeder school for our college cohorts, for our college admission. These are mission schools. It was more of expanding the reach of the services of the university. Some of those schools are no longer existing. Through those schools, they have started a love for education. The graduates of those schools went on to study college in the university in UNEP and went on to become very successful individuals. At the time, my grandfather was a governor and he saw the need. And he also, of course, at the time, it was very difficult for government to expand and put up high schools where it is needed. So my grandfather invested in that endeavor. Our concept of development has always been anchored in education. And because of that desire to develop a community, my grandparents really decided to invest in education. They were able to spread that ideology of education. When people are educated, they become free because their options and opportunities widen. No? It broadens. If you are educated, your dreams are unlimited. When you look at it that way, a school like UNEP is a blessing. The school was built on hard work, on fortitude, on perseverance, and on focusing on our core service, focusing on the students, focusing on the community. And I think that is what makes us thrive, makes us stronger as an institution. We are very much attached to the people that we serve or the community that we serve. I see UNEP as an institution that continues to serve its community, but in a perspective that is more attuned to the needs of industry and the world. We are in flux, no, in a changing world. The last 2 years of the pandemic really magnified a lot of needs that are not met in the world. UNEP is ready, and UNEP has always been in that position of being able to service the world. No? We have been doing that for a long, long time. We are the home of global achievers because our graduates really go out into the world. No? They become seafarers, they become nurses in other countries, they become teachers in other countries. They become hospitality industry workers in other countries, and they provide very excellent service, no? Service that the world needs. I see UNEP to be a stronger institution. I see UNEP as being on the forefront of modernization, of modern education. No? I see UNEP to be at the forefront of exposing our students to the world and its needs. Because UNEP is a family. Binuo ang UNEP dahil gusto namin magbigay serbisyo sa mga estudyanteng nangangarap na makatapos ng pag-aaral. At ang paraan ng aming pag-siserbisyo sa mga batang ito ay tinatrato namin silang kapamilya namin. Of course, we have standards. We have a very high demand for quality work and quality education. But, again, even if we do that in a context of family. We do that in the context of family. Here in this university, you will find very accommodating faculty that will understand your situation. No, we have a very understanding administration. Isa kaming pamilya. No? At ang problema mo, problema din namin.
In UNEP, where I first formally learned my ABC. It is where I had a top finish in high school and where I got my ATTY. I may not have been one of UNEP's loyalty awardists, but I will always be one of UNEP's loyalists. I will never allow anyone to belittle UNEP because it is not an underdog, but it produces quality, competitive graduates.
I am a proud product of University of Northeastern Philippines. I am a nurse in orthopedic trauma, general surgery, specializing in joint replacement. I am what I am now because of my schooling. I am forever grateful to my parents for having chosen this school.
The teachers, the institution, taught me basic values in life. God-fearing, family-centeredness, simple living, competitiveness, integrity, ethics, all these things really guided me as I journeyed through life and advanced to where I am today. I am a mentor, a lawyer, a former prosecutor, and now as a legal specialist working for the United States Department of Justice, working on numerous justice sector reforms. I couldn't say thank you enough to UNEP.
Ako po ay loyalty awardee ng UNEP kasi nag-high school na ako sa UNEP. Being a communication student and communication graduate ng UNEP, meron din kaming training ground. May sarili kaming radio station that was 89.9 Mix FM kung tawagin. So dun po, nahasa kami talaga sa radio, lalo na sa music programming.
So this university helped me a lot for my first employment. They've trusted me, so my first job is as college instructor in this university. Ito talaga ang school sa Rinconada and Bicol region na masasabi nating home of the achievers. Kaya naman, ang proof po niyan, isa po ako. Because I can work abroad, I can work locally, and most of the project that I handle also is in Manila. But locally, bira lang yung nakuha kong project dito. And now, bumalik ako because this is really my home. And parang payback ko na rin ito.
We do have a lot of scholarships, no? For those who want to finish their education and they might find some challenges in meeting the fees, no? We are very accommodating to each parent or to each student, no? We find ways on how we can be able to solve their problem, and we always meet halfway. Kami ang paaralan na madali kaming kausap. Ever since I was a kid until now, that has always been how we conduct how we provide our services. Hindi kayo iba sa amin. Any student can come to me, share to me their problems. No, I'm open on Facebook. It is the same for everyone in the university. The deans are easily approachable. The secretaries are easily approachable. No, but then again, we do this in the context of a standard and the expectation of excellence. From 1973 until now, we have continued to grow, no? In terms of infrastructure, in terms of accreditation, in terms of student population. I think one of the most notable contributions of the university to the community is really making affordable but quality education accessible not only to the youth of Rinconada and Iriga City but also to the youth of the entire Bicolandia, because we used in the 70s and the 80s, we used to have students also coming from Masbate, coming from Catanduanes. So sa gabos na mga estudyante dyan na gustong makatapos ng pag-adal, bukas po ang University of Northeastern Philippines para sa indong mga kahaputan. Nakulpuan sa mong programa, igwa kaming College of Engineering. Sa mga gustong maging engineer, kompleto po kami. May mechanical, engineering, electrical, igwa man po kaming civil engineering, geodetic engineering, and ECE. No? Igwa man po kaming College of Nursing and Midwifery. Igwa kaming HRM department under the College of Business Education. And sa College of Business Education, kadakol kaming management programs, kadakol, igwa pa po kaming accountancy program, no? And igwa man kaming ang sa mga makusugming mga programs is the College of Criminology and the College of Teacher Education. Sa mga gustong maging maestra, tsaka sa mga gustong maging pulis. Igwa man po palan kaming College of Graduate Studies sa mga gustong mag-adal ning masteral, ning doctoral. Igwa man po kaming College of Law para sa mga gustong maging abogado.
UNEP is one school that one should go to and be proud of. Mayang ka po kamo sa UNEP and be one of us.
Enroll po kayo para ma-experience nyo din yung experience namin dito sa University of Northeastern Philippines.
To my alma mater, my nurturer, my haven, a place I called home for 15 years. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon.
University of Northeastern Philippines or UNEP is the home of global achievers.
Salamat pong maray. Sana po bisitahon po nindo kami anytime. Thank you very much.